Hey guys, me Dave. It's 8/19/2022, so it's Friday night. I'm having a drink, enjoying myself. I'm gonna get a buzz on before I go to bed. I look forward to Fridays and Saturdays because I can relax a little bit if I can enjoy the night. Today wasn't too bad. I've been up since 8 o'clock, 8:30. I took Max out. We went to the park, went for a little ride and stuff, and then I took him out again at 7 and went for a little ride and went to the park and stuff. Gorgeous girls out there, you guys. I'm telling you, we have a place here called West End, Duluth, and there's gorgeous women out there, at the bars, they're at the breweries. We have breweries, and they're there. I mean, if you're single and you weren't the target, you wouldn't have no problem picking up a cutie, But that's not my case. So they're not gonna ever let me have a girlfriend ever again. Probably, you know. You must be in a jail cell because they're never gonna let you do anything. So anyway, but besides that, it wasn't that bad today. It was remote neural monitoring and stuff like that, but it wasn't that bad. It was bearable today. So we got out a couple times and enjoyed ourselves and stuff. There's a dog event going on tomorrow that our shelter is putting on. Our animal shelter is putting on an event. It's right by a lake. It's a beautiful spot. It's at a bar. They're gonna have vendors up there and give deals on food and drinks and I wouldn't drink and drive, but probably soda, but Max, I was thinking about taking Max up there because my relative is going up there. I was thinking about taking Max up there, but he is not well behaved around other dogs. I went through the West End. We went for a ride through the West End. They have bars, they have shops, ice cream shops, smokehouse. All these people are around walking their dogs and all this stuff. We went for a ride, and I had my window open about that much because it cooled off up here. It's been kind of cool the last few days. He was barking at dogs on the sidewalk, walking down the sidewalk. So I'm like, there's no way I could take this dog to a dog event where there's a bunch of dogs because he'll act out and he'll bark at all these dogs and stuff. He's just a little guy, 7 pounds, 8 pounds, or whatever he is. Little, he's not a Shih Tzu, he's, what do you call it? Maltese. I think he's a Maltese. White. He has a beard and white fur and all this stuff, I think he's a Maltese. That's what he is. He's a little firecracker. You go around other dogs and he barks at them. People riding their bikes, he barks at them and stuff. So there's no way I could take him up there. And Tanner will not ride in my truck way up there. It's like 20 miles, so I can't take Tanner. So we're just gonna skip it for tomorrow. On a good note, Wells Fargo. I don't know if you do banking at Wells Fargo, but they're crooked. They're crooked. I had a checking account there 10 years ago, and they're crooked as hell. They charged me all these fees. I had a prepaid Visa card, and they didn't give me my money back and all this stuff. Okay, so they're getting sued. They're getting all kinds of lawsuits for Wells Fargo, and there's settlements. They're starting to do settlements now, 10 years later. So I've gotten like 3 or 4 checks from them. I got a check today in the mail from Wells Fargo for $150, which will get me through the month because I'm like broke. That way I don't have to use my credit cards. So I got a check today in the mail for $150 from Wells Fargo because they're crooked bastards. They're crooked. Some people don't have any problems with them. They ripped me off big time with hundreds of dollars, probably $600. They ripped me off, and I'm starting to see some of that back, which is good. But they're crooked as hell as far as I can say. You know, my experience. I don't bank there anymore. I bank at a local credit union and stuff. But as far as targeting goes, how do we deal with this, you guys? How do we deal with this? Do we have a few drinks and relax? Do we do meditation? Do we go for walks? Do we get out, walk a trail? Do we ride our mountain bike on a trail? How do we do it? How do we deal with this? Targeting? What are our coping skills? We have to have coping skills somehow. We have to figure it out. We have to figure it out on our own. Nobody's gonna figure it out for us. So what do we do? Each person is different. Some people do meditation. That seems to work for some people. I had my doubts about that, but some people did say that works for them in the comments. They did mention that. They fill my head with remote monitoring and all this stuff all the time, so it's very hard for me to concentrate. I get hit around people, so if I'm in public, I get nailed. I get nailed around people when I'm in public. People are validating their technology and everything else. Like I say, they'll put a thought in my head, and they'll put a thought in the perp's head, and they'll bang, or they'll hum, or they'll do something, show their butt off. I don't know what they'll do. They'll do all kinds of things. So how do we cope with what we're going through? This is something, we're going through something that nobody can understand. The general public can't understand. The Congress can't understand it. The president can't understand it. Nobody can understand the levels of torture that we've been through. And last night I got sexually assaulted, and I made a video about that. And I got sexually assaulted last night. They were giving me an erection, and they were taking it away, and they were. It was all about humiliation. They totally humiliate you, and degrade you. Most they can. The most they can, or whatever you want to say. They will humiliate you and feel like you're less than a man. It's just wrong. It's wrong when they do that. I've heard of husbands and wives. They're making the wife have an orgasm, and it just, it's really sick stuff, you guys. And they're watching everything. I don't know how they're watching it, but they're watching everything. Whether it's satellites or some kind of radar or something, they can see us in real time, and they can see us. I don't think our bodies are blur or heat wave, like heat censored or whatever you want to call it. I really do think these guys can see us, so whether it's satellites or whatever. I'll tell you something. When President Biden got sworn into office, there was somebody from the DOD who took a satellite picture of him close up. They took a crystal clear picture of him close up when he was in Washington, D.C., giving his speech or whatever he was doing. And somebody from the DOD said, "Isn't that amazing? Isn't that amazing? That's technology." They were able to zoom in on him and take a regular picture, like if you were standing there taking a picture of him. They were able to do that with satellites, or whatever they have. Somebody from the military did that, So, and they made a copy of that picture and they posted it when he was walking around the I don't know if it was the White House or wherever he was. And they said that right on the news. They said, "Isn't that amazing what technology can do?" So are they zooming in? Can they see through our homes? Are they zooming in on us? How do they see us? I mean, they see us everywhere, not just our homes, you guys. They can have cameras in here and stuff like that. But I'm at the park with my dog, and they can see me, and they can see the perps. I'll tell you about something in a little bit. But they can see me, and they can see the perps. They can see me walking my dog in real time. They can hit my truck with directed energy weapons if they want to. They can hit my water bottle inside my truck. That's how precise this technology is. They can hit my water bottle inside my truck if they want to. It's amazing. It really is amazing. I don't think we even scratch the surface of what this technology can do. I don't think we even scratch the surface. I think this is 100 years ahead of its time. Nobody knows about this. This is amazing. They could, if they want to take out anybody, if they want to take out Putin, they could. They could take out Putin. They could take out Kim Jong-un or whatever his name is. They could take out him if they wanted to with directed energy weapons. They could take him out in a heartbeat. They can give him a heart attack. He'd be done. They can do that to Putin. They can give Putin a heart attack. He'd be done. You know, if the technology was made to be that way. If it was made to be used that way, they could do that. So I'll tell you this. Okay, so last week I made a video and I told you guys about street theater. There was a guy in a white truck, and he pulled up, and he was yelling at this other guy and all this stuff, and I was out there with Max. He out there yelling at he's like, what the F are you going to do about it? Oh, my God, and he raced off and all this stuff. Okay, so when I went to take Max out tonight, or it was today, earlier today, around noon, guess who's sitting there? Guess who's sitting there? Okay, now there's a white truck sitting there. I wasn't sure if it was the same white truck with the same guy in it. Okay. Now they're trying to intimidate me, provoke me. They're trying to do all kinds of things with me. Okay. Now, I wasn't being really hit with weapons at the time, but this white truck is sitting there with this bully. He's a bully, and he's probably a meth head. I don't mess with these people. These people are crazy. These people could pop off on us, you guys. They could pop off on us. They could think that they can do whatever they want, and they could pop off on us, which could be a dangerous situation. Okay? So I'm ignoring the guy, taking my dog out. I want him to go poop. Go poop, and we're out of here, Max. We're getting ready to leave, and here comes a brand new Chevy truck racing up and almost parks right by my truck. You know, because they can turn you into a weapon, you guys. They can turn you into a weapon, and they can turn you into a fighter if they want to. They can turn you into a fighter and a weapon if they want to. You're weaponized. I hate to say it, but you are. If you're a mind control victim, you are weaponized, and they can turn you into a weapon. Okay? So, I'm not going to get into it. You know, my personality is, I'm laid back and all this stuff. I'm not getting into it with any of these perps that are meth addicts and on drugs and all this stuff. I'm not dealing with that. But you're a weapon. You know, the truth is, you're a weapon. And they can turn you into a fighter if they want to. Okay. So this brand new truck comes up. The older guy parks right by my truck, and he pretends he's doing some paperwork. He's looking at some stuff in his truck and all this stuff. You know. So then we're just rolling out. I'm like, come on, Max, let's get out of here. We go for a ride. So we're rolling out, and I don't even look at this guy. I don't even give him the time of day. I'm not even looking at him. He looks like a meth head, alcoholic, whatever the deal is. He's driving a crappy truck, probably doesn't have a job, he's probably a felon and everything else that they use to intimidate and provoke you with. I'm not messing with him at all. And they didn't hit me to provoke me. They can provoke you guys. They can manipulate your body. So you wanna do something. You wanna knock somebody out. I mean, they'll hit you with rage towards someone. They did it to me in the psych ward. A little 19-year-old. I was sitting there fuming, fighting it. My sister was there. And I said, he came and shook my hand. He's like, you better remember my name and all this stuff. I'm like, is there a problem? Is there a problem? And his big brother was there, which he worked out. He was pretty big. And they try to provoke you. They can turn you into a weapon. You're weaponized. That's the simple truth of it, you guys. You are a weaponized human being. But you gotta try to fight that. But it is like Brian 2 says, it is what was it, brain science or whatever is weaponized. It is that's the truth of this program. So that's what's going on. I don't want to talk about that stuff. I don't want to think about it because then it'll start doing it to you. So anyway, that's what's going on with me. I'm just sitting here having a drink, trying to enjoy myself. I'm gonna go to bed here at about midnight, and this pervert tried molesting me last night, which was miserable. And these guys are real sickos. They're real sick and perverted, and they try to take away your natural feelings down there. They try to take that away, and it messes up your relationships. It messes up a lot of things, and they're sick. It's satanic. It really is satanic abuse. Anyway, I'm gonna cut this off, and I'll talk to you guys later.